Good evening, K3 families. Welcome back to School Night. Today I'm going to present a presentation for Back to School Night. Welcome to our 2021-2022 school year, where our administration is Superintendent Dr. April Voss and our principal at University Elementary, Dr. Simons, and our kindergarten teachers, including me, Miss Michelle, Miss Henry, and Miss Kabrowski. Awesome words before we begin. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you by B.B. King. A few things we will cover today is number one, about me, Miss Michelle, the teacher. Two, materials and curriculum. Three, attendance and grading. Four, expectations, rules, mask, and schedule. And finally, number five, arrival, dismissal, and teacher's contact information. About the teacher, I'm Mrs. Michelle. My professional background includes working with preschool children, of course, kindergarten children here at University Elementary. I'm also bilingual in Haitian Creole. My educational backgrounds include I have an associate degree in science, I have a bachelor's degree in sociology, and I also hold a master's degree in arts from Montclair State University. My favorite things. My favorite things include foods. Miss Michelle loves sweets and seafood. My hobbies include decorating, dancing, writing, and singing. My colors, as you can see, I have many. I love the color mint. I love gold. I love burgundy. I love black. My favorite season is spring. My favorite movie is Black Panther. And also, my favorite book is Cleaning Up Trashy Town. All right. Again, as I expressed, I'm also bilingual in Haitian Creole. I also work along with Mrs. Torres. All right. To better support you and your scholar, me and Miss Torres are bilingual in Haitian Creole and Spanish. We want to partner with you in order to best support your scholar. Number two, materials and curriculum. What will your scholar need? Because it's a new school year and a little bit different. This school year, we're 100% in person. So the supplies are going to change. For example, this year you will need pencils. I suggest thick number 2 pencils, 3 second crayons, 3 headphones, 4 glue, and scissors. I have also hyperlinked the school supplies, which you can also find on Google Classroom, of list of supplies for K3. Moving forward, the curriculum. We have 4 curriculums. I teach 4 subjects in kindergarten, which includes ELA, which is English Language Arts, and our curriculum is Reading Wonders. B, Math, our curriculum is Envisions. 3, Social Studies, Hardcore, and Science, Interactive Science. These are our 4 curriculums that your scholar will be working on during the school year. Number 3, attendance and grading. It is cool to be in school. Scholars' expectations. Scholars are to arrive to the school daily by 8:25 a.m., no later than 8:25. Our goal is to have 100% attendance. 2, scholars are accountable to complete all assignments and homework daily with the support of parents or guardian. Remember, scholars are in kindergarten, so they cannot read yet. So we're suggesting that parents, guardians, and older siblings support them with their homework assignments. And 3, scholars are to always try their best. 4, expectations, rules, and schedule. Where should you be daily? All right, we're going to start with the schedule. I'm sorry, this is not the schedule. We're going to begin with the grading. This is an example of how scholars will be graded. Okay, this is for ELA. For example, we have tests here. Tests in ELA is worth 30%, and they are required to take at least 2. Quiz is worth 25%, and they're required to take at least 4. Homework is worth 25%, and they're at least to complete at least 8. And PPR, which is projects, are my choice. So they may be worth 10%, 5%, depending, and they're required to have at least 2. And classwork is also teacher's decision. So this is an example of, for ELA, of what's required for the student to complete per cycle. All right. Daily expectations. Again, scholars are to report to school by 8:25 a.m. Also, parents are to notify the school and teacher on Class Dojo or by phone call for excused absences, for example, doctor's appointments or doctor note, family emergencies, etc. And also, scholars are accountable again to complete all assignments and homework. All right. Also, rules, expectations when entering the building. This is in reference to COVID-19 that we've been dealing with. All right. We have protocols in reference to scholars wearing masks and COVID procedures. For example, when entering our classroom, scholars are to wear their face coverings at all times. All right. When they enter the classroom all the time, only use your own supplies. Scholars are to use only their own supplies. 3, all the time, turn away from people who sneeze and cough, and also sneeze and cough into your hands. Hand washing. Make sure you lather and scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds. And you can sing the happy birthday song. And these are some examples of some of the rules that we have in our classroom. The previous rules you just saw were the procedures for COVID-19. And these are our scholars, these are the rules for K-3. So as you can see, it says scholars job. Later on in the school year, our scholars will be able to read the following rules. For example, one of our rules is number 1, to follow directions. Number 2, to listen to the speaker. Number 3, to stay in your seat or sit like a pretzel. Number 4, to raise your hand. Number 5, be prepared, pencils, paper, crayons. Number 6, be kind to others. And 7, always try your best. And then here we have our carpet rules. Mouth is quiet, eyes are looking, hands and feet to self, ears are listening, raise your hand and have fun learning. All right, our classroom schedule. So I also have a hyperlink for our classroom schedule. So this is our classroom schedule. So this is what our day looks like throughout the week. Give me one moment. Scroll down. All right, as you can see here, this is the University Elementary School schedule for Mrs. Michel's class. For example, M is for Monday. On Mondays, we have social studies first. We have ELA, which is English Language Arts. And then we have another block of ELA. Then we have lunch at 10:59. We have math, and then another block of math, science, and then art. If you would like, I've also attached the schedules for parents to see in Google Classroom, but this is an example of what our day looks like. We have 8 periods per day, and scholars go to lunch at about 11 a.m., and they have a special every day at the end of the day. And dismissal is at 2:55. By 2:55, scholars are to be picked up, and in the morning, scholars are to be dropped off no later than 8:25. So this is an example of our schedule, what our schedule looks like throughout the day. It's also on Google Classroom. All right, number 5, arrival and dismissal and teacher contact information. When and where do you pick up scholars and how do you contact teachers? All right, drop off, which is highlighted in the orange. Drop off will be in the back of the building starting on Monday in the playground by 8:25 a.m. So scholars are to report to school no later than 8:25 a.m. or they will be marked late. And scholars are to also line up in front of Mrs. Michel's cone. You're going to see a label that says Mrs. Michel, and scholars are to line up there. Pickup will be similar to drop off. Pickup will be at the back of the building again by door 8. Parents and guardians are to sign out scholars daily. So in order to pick up your scholar, you have to have someone sign out. Remaining scholars after 3 p.m. will be in the main office and sometimes also in the cafeteria. So these are the drop off and pick up procedures. Contact information. I am always excited to hear from parents throughout the school year. To better support you, me and Ms. Torres again are bilingual in Haitian Creole and Spanish. Please contact me with any questions or concern. I want to partner with you in order to best support your scholar. Here, down low here, I have my email. I have the ESL's teacher email, a Ms. Torres, and I also have the link for Class Dojo. These are also contacts with emails for our specials. And also, I've provided a resource package for parents under classwork in Classroom Dojo. You will find the following: Mrs. Michel's welcome letter. You're going to find Mrs. Michel's classroom schedule. You're going to find the district's calendar for the year 2021, 2022. You're going to find a list of student school supplies and also a sign up list for Class Dojo, which is mandatory. All right, so thank you, and let's have an awesome school year. Goodbye.